Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia and I'm a second year medical student at Deakin University, Australia. I'm also an international student here from Russia, as you can hear by my accent. And in today's video I want to talk to you about my spendings in a week, in a month, and how much I spend living in Australia, in Geelong and studying medicine. So it will cover my travel costs, grocery shopping costs, and all other the extra costs that come with it. So if you are interested, stay tuned and let's roll back into the video. To start off with the spendings that I have each month is obviously rental costs, because as a student I live here in Geelong in a rented accommodation. I have made a video about living arrangements for students in Geelong, so check it out. I will drop the link below. So I live with 8 other people in a shared accommodation, but our accommodation is of a more better sort of level because we don't have to share bathrooms with each other. Each room has its own bathroom and a wardrobe, so it's very it's more expensive than the average shared house where you share bathroom and you share kitchen. We also share kitchen, but we don't share bathroom. But anyways, it will be a bit more expensive, and currently my room costs about $240 per week, $230 to $240 per week, and in the end, if you combine that for a month, it's around $1,000 for just living. That's that. Obviously you can find cheaper versions of accommodations. Some students on average spend around $160 per week, so it's much more cheaper. It's twice as cheap almost than what I have, but again, comfort is important to me, and it's also important for what kind of place I live in for my mental health and for studying. So depends on you, but I chose a bit higher level of living, and yeah. So let's move on to the second point, our grocery shopping. So as a student, I try to grocery shop once a week, and with the shopping I try to buy a lot of vegetables and meats because I'm on low carbohydrate diet. If you want me to film a video about my diet, I can also do it. Drop in the comments below if you want to. And because I buy a lot of meats, especially fish and like steaks, I guess, and chicken is not that expensive, that can the price of the weekly grocery shop can go high. And also I include things like cosmetic use, like body wash and shampoo that I buy. So it varies whenever I need to buy something extra. And my grocery shopping list is usually for meal prepping, so I would cook once or twice a week, and then I don't have to worry about it. And usually I just buy like eggs, milk, vegetables, fruits, meats, and then I don't spend any money on like pasta or rice, although they are most cheaper. And if you having this sort of carbohydrate diet, then you obviously can save a lot on groceries, but because again I choose a more expensive type of foods, then it goes up. But on average a week for my grocery shopping, it comes down to $80 to $100 per week. Sometimes it can be more than $100, but that's very rare when I need to buy something extra, like again body wash or shampoo, which can be like $15 each. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. So now let's move to the third point of my monthly spendings, which is obviously transport costs. So I live 4 minutes from uni, but I still need to drive to uni because the walking really exhausts me, and I don't want to be late for classes. Although I can walk, it's just 20-minute walk, but I prefer to drive. So and also my family lives in Melbourne, so I commute to Melbourne every week. So because of that, the transportation is basically my trips to uni, which is not that much, and transportation to Melbourne on car, which is obviously consuming petrol. So if we were to sum it all together, I usually spend on petrol $40 a week. So I put petrol in my car every week, and then it just gets used by my trips to uni and Melbourne. But also from where I live, it's impossible to get to the gym by walking, so I also have to drive to the gym, which also uses some petrol. It's 8-minute drive, so in total it would be like 40 minutes driving a week, or even 1 hour. And then also the parking at uni is, you can pay for parking for uni, but there's also a free car park, which is a bit further from everything, but I prefer to park for free and then just walk extra 10 minutes. It's not that much for me. So parking is free, but petrol is $40 per week. And lastly, we have the most fun out of all points is entertainment. And for entertainment, I mean going out to the cafes, coffee costs, takeaway lunches, or when you catching up with friends at the bar and you drink. So often we have mid-semester parties and mid-semester exam parties. So obviously you will spend some money on drinking, I guess, because you're buying at the bar. And I have never really calculated how much a week it is, because it's so subjective to every week. I don't have an event or catching up with friends every week, so it's very depending, but I would say around $200 a month would be sufficient for me. As you know, in Australia the average takeaway coffee is $5, so per month $100 to $200 is, I think, a reasonable price. Also, obviously I spend money on clothes and things like jewelry, but I never shop in anywhere expensive brands, so it's always something cheap, like websites like Shine or Boohoo, so they will be pretty cheap to buy from. And what else? Yeah, things like going to the cinema is also up to my budget. And just to mention that in Australia I'm not a resident, so I'm not allowed to apply for Centrelink or whatever here students use. So I'm fully supported by my family, which I'm very grateful for, and I can study fully while being supported. I don't have to worry about like working part-time or anything like that. But here and there I would get some occasional jobs which could pay me for some extra cash money, but it would be nothing serious, like where it's stable income. And that's about it, I'd say. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would be interested in what you found interesting here and what are you spending your money on, so drop it in the comments below, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Stay safe and be vaccinated. I'm having my vaccine very soon, so stay tuned. I'll probably give more updates about that later.